are terribly upset with the way things have been going in Washington, D.C. Gun owners in particular, and there are 100 million law-abiding gun owners in the United States, are upset with activities in our nation's capital. Just last summer, for instance, 58 senators, through their vote, indicated they wanted to see instituted in the United States a system of national reciprocity for concealed carry in the country. There was a provision by Senator John Thune of South Dakota to attach as an amendment to pending legislation an idea that would have allowed reciprocity for concealed carry in the United States, in the country. What this would have meant is that an individual who has a state-issued permit to carry a concealed firearm can carry that firearm in any state of the country that authorizes such carrying. As I said, 58 out of 100 senators indicated they supported this proposal. However, because of the machinations in Washington, D.C., this was 2 votes short of the 60 votes which at that time would have been required to have attached this idea as an amendment to pending legislation. Since then, of course, there has been this sea change in politics in the country, as specified not only in the elections in Virginia and in New Jersey and in Massachusetts, but also in various meetings, various public meetings throughout the country, and in a lot of public opinion polls also throughout the country. We understand that Senator Tom Coburn of Oklahoma, a medical doctor, and a number of other people in the United States Senate are considering seriously attaching a series of pro-gun owner amendments to pending legislation in that body. One of the ideas which Senator Coburn and others are considering is a reinstitution of the Thune Amendment, so that the idea of national reciprocity for concealed carry could be attached again to pending legislation. We think that this is an idea whose time has long since come. The American public would benefit greatly from this amendment. After all, if a man or a woman has been authorized by a state to carry a concealed firearm in his or her state, there is really no good reason why that man or woman should not be able to carry that firearm in any state in the United States for the protection of the holder of the permit and for the protection of his or her loved ones, and actually for the protection of the general public. Just recently, American intelligence officials say they think it is certain that there will be another attempted terrorist attack within the United States within the next 3 to 6 months. Given this state of affairs, there is no reason in the world that people who are authorized to carry concealed firearms should not be able to carry those firearms anywhere in the country. Listen, we need people with guns. We need people who know how to use guns. The country needs these people for the protection of the public. We live in an age of peril. We live in an age during which people ought to be able to be protected from these terrorists and from other violent criminals. So why not allow people who have shown their capacity, their ability to use firearms, to carry firearms, to be able to carry these firearms around the United States? After all, guns can and do save lives, especially when they're in the hands of people who are authorized and capable of carrying and using them. As I said, this is an idea whose time has come. We think American voters who value freedom, especially American firearms owners who are voters who value freedom, should be contacting their United States senators and letting them know in no uncertain terms that they will support Senator Tom Coburn and others and their attempts to initiate, through the amendatory process, proposals for pro-gun legislation in the United States Senate, especially for legislation which would authorize the national reciprocity for concealed carry in our country.